Hi, I am Smita, a personal empowerment and executive life coach. And today we are going to talk about goal setting. Now, when it comes to goals, a powerful and proven technique of setting them is the SMART acronym. Over a period of time, this acronym has had many variations. The one that I am going to use today is S for specific or significant, M for measurable or meaningful, A for attainable or action oriented, R for relevant or rewarding, and T time bound or trackable. So, let's say you want to change your job by year end. Instead of stating your intent as I want to change my job, a more powerful way to put it is I will change my current job by 31st December 2021. Moving forward, the tips and techniques that I am going to discuss now will not only help you to set up these SMART goals, but also enable you to achieve them in a faster time frame. So, here we go. Number one, frame your goal as a positive statement. Be positive in your intent. If you find yourself making a lot of mistakes while doing the report, instead of stating your goal as, I don't want to make silly mistakes, a powerful way of framing your intent will be, I will proofread my report every time for 30 minutes before sending it out. A positive way. Number two, be precise. Be clear about your action, time, and date values. A good construct for setting up precise goals is to be clear about the verb, that is the action that you will take, the subject, which is you in this case, who will set about to achieve this goal, the X value, which is the current status, the Y value, which is the future state that you desire to obtain, and the time frame that you would want to change the X value to Y value. This way you will be set for your success. Number three, prioritize. Now, you have a lot of things going in your life, right? So naturally, there will be a lot of objectives that you would want to achieve. But if you set out to achieve everything simultaneously, then you will be all over the place and might end up achieving nothing. So prioritize. Decide what are the one or two things that you want to achieve within a set time frame. A good way to prioritize your goals is to ask yourself a couple of powerful questions. The first one, what are the one or two things that I absolutely need to achieve within the particular time frame? And number two, what are the objectives that if I were to achieve them, everything else will pale in significance? You will get your answer. Number four, don't just think it, ink it. Take out the time to put your goals to paper. When you write down your goals, they become a statement of intent and is something crystallized. They are set into your subconsciousness. Without penning your goals, they are just vague thoughts that reside in your mind. So, do write down your goals. Number five, work on leading goals. Now, what are these leading goals? So you have an overarching objective, right? Let's say you want to change your job by 31st December 2021. Now, thinking about it won't lead to this transformational change, right? So between now and 31st December, there are 4 months. Break down the 4 months into 4 periods of 1 month each. And then there are a lot of action steps. You will do research about what are the other companies in your fields. If you are set about changing your career, then you do research about alternate careers, you will make your resume, you will go and network with people who are based in the careers that you are looking at currently. So these 4 month, 1 monthly period will be further broken down into weeks and weeks into days. And every day you will take small incremental steps that will bring you closer to your goal. These are the leading goals. So set yourself these measurable action steps and measure your progress against these. That way, every day you will feel that you are moving closer to your desired path to success. Make sure that your leading goals are aligned to the overall objective to avoid veering off the path. Number 6, set performance goals. What do I mean by performance goals? Well, these are the goals where you are in control of the outcome. So let's say you are working on an important report and are a part of a large team. The report needs to go to a client by a certain date. Now, if you set yourself a goal of that the report will go by 20th September 2021, this is a hypothetical date, of course, then that is a little bit unrealistic because you are not in control of everyone else's output. Instead, if you frame your objective as that I will finish my output by 18 September 2021, now that is something where you and only you can be held accountable. So, set performance goals. Before setting your goal, ask yourself a question. Are you in control of 80% of the outcome? Or rather, is 80% of the output within your control? If no, then don't set yourself that goal because you will be setting yourself for failures. And failures can be frustrating, as you know. Which brings me to my next point. Goal should be realistic. By realistic, I mean that it should be what you consider as realistic and not go by someone else's thought. All sorts of people will put all sorts of pressure on you, be it your parents, your spouse, your well-meaning relatives, your colleagues, the media, or anyone in the society for that matter. It is you who are responsible for the outcome. You know yourself best. So, don't set a goal under anyone else's pressure. Otherwise, you will not be able to achieve. So now you have followed these steps and achieved your goals. Great. Congratulations. This brings me to my last step. Do take out the time to enjoy your success. You have done all the hard work, right? So give yourself a pat on the back. Absorb the success, absorb the satisfaction, and reflect on the learnings from this entire process. Now that you have achieved your goal, set new goals. And if you found that you achieved this goal a lot ahead of time, maybe it was too easy. Set yourself a harder goal the next time. On the other hand, you achieved your goal, but you really had to stretch a lot to meet your commitment to yourself. Then next time out there, set yourself an easier goal. You are a human being. You don't need to kill yourself while achieving your goals. The entire process was a learning. And during this process, there are some learnings that you might want to incorporate in your next goals. Do that. Take out the time to note down the learnings and make sure that the next objectives you set incorporate this. On the other hand, you might have achieved your goal but found that you have a skill deficit during the entire process. Then set out the next goal to plug that skill deficit. Well, friends, follow these tips and techniques and you will soon see yourself set on the smart step to success. Do let me know how these techniques worked for you. I will see you next time. Until then, Bye bye.